What happened to the kitty cat?
Move, dog.
Oh, why is this fire pee?
Hi. Welcome in, Danny. You're the first in the chat. I'm making a breakfast casserole, just something simple and easy. It's not all homemade, but I call it homemade because it's not from a restaurant. Hi, Mike. Welcome in. Hi, Life. Welcome in. Yep. So I got one thing of breakfast sausage. You can use whatever breakfast sausage you want. If you want it spicy or mild, you can use whatever kind you want. And I'm just going to brown that up. Right now I'm going to flatten it in here because if I keep using my handy dandy little tool there, it'll stick to it. And then I'm lazy, I'm not chopping any onions or peppers, so I got a little frozen bag of peppers and onions. And I'm going to pour a little bit in here to cook down with the meat. Kind of cook it down until it's thoroughly cooked. On my back burner, I got a little pot there. I'm going to put 2 cups of milk in for my gravy. I got to open a new gallon, so bear with me. Yeah, don't still like me, but it's okay because I clean up my own mess. Happy accident. And for my gravy, I'm just using a packet of this country gravy. It's backwards. It's country gravy mix that you can get at Walmart. But I won't heat that up until the sausage is near done. And I preheated my oven to 350. Always check your oven, make sure you don't have anything stored in there because I always store pots and pans in there. I do know that I do not have anything in there, so. Welcome in, everybody. As you're coming in, please double tap that screen. This is Deborah's Homemade Kitchen. Right now I'm cooking some breakfast sausage that I added some peppers, frozen peppers and onions into. We are making breakfast, a simple breakfast casserole. Hi Lisa, welcome in. Get one of my handy dandy fine china spoons. What kind of sausage are you using? I am using Jimmy Dean's and I'm using the mild. I don't use spicy. But if you choose, you can use any kind of breakfast sausage that you want. And I get just a tube of breakfast sausage. Hi, Luke. Welcome in. We're making easy peasy cuisine of a breakfast casserole. We're just prepping up the sausage meat, and then on my back burner, I got 2 cups of milk in my saucepan, and I'm gonna make a simple white gravy. You want to thoroughly cook your sausage. And then once I get done with this part of the prep, I'm going to bring it back over on the other side of my stand so we can assemble. I pre-cooked my bacon before I went live because just not enough counter space, and I don't want to spill grease all over the place. So I line a baking dish, and I put my bacon on a baking dish, and I put it in the oven at 425 until it's crispy. And I did put frozen peppers and onions in here to cook down with the sausage. And if you do get like a lot of grease in here, I usually, what I do is I use a paper towel and soak up that grease. But I found with this Jimmy Dean, I don't get a lot of grease in my pan. You put your bacon in the oven. Wow, interesting. I do that, it's less of a mess. You can always fry it on the stovetop, but I choose to do it in the oven, it's less of a mess. And it comes out just as good. So or you can be even lazier and you can buy the pre-cooked stuff in the store too. And you can put as much peppers and onions in here. I don't put too many. There, so that is almost done. And then I'm going to switch burners to get that gravy going. I like it too, and I think it tastes a little bit better. I don't know. Cooking it on this stovetop, I don't like getting splattered. Plus, I've been working on the hood of my stove because when I moved in here, it had these like yellow dots on it from previous people, and I've been working at trying to clean that off. I don't like to use a lot of oil to fry with, and I think previous people used to use a lot of oil. So that is all pre-cooked or cooked up. So I'm gonna stop here and switch burners. And I'm gonna add my gravy. I gotta get my whisk. Last time I opened up a packet of gravy, it went everywhere. Yes, I will have a mess on my stove, but I do clean it up when I'm done. And I just whisk that in, and you're going to bring it to kind of a boil, and then turn the burner off because it'll thicken as it sits. Just like a normal brown gravy packet, but I'm just making white country style gravy.
Are you there? Are you there, John?
It's cold out today. I didn't like having to go out and shovel or get groceries today. That wind hit me right in the back. Even though I have a jacket on, you can still feel it hitting you. Tried to face away from the way the wind was blowing. So we're going to bring that up to a boil, and then I'm going to turn the burner off, and then I'm going to bring you around the other way so we can assemble. It's like an assembly line. I got a list of stuff. I should get my cheese out of the fridge. It's Wisconsin. It wouldn't be anything if you didn't add cheese into your food. Granny, watch out. She's looking for scraps that fall. It was very cold by us. It reached at one point a negative 34. That was around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, but then it went down to like a negative 25, so it's very cold.
Please, build a minute. Make another one.
And like Lisa says, you can feel it through the walls.
Jen,
I think that was Lisa that told me that. Someone told me that. I believe it was Lisa. Alright, she's coming to a boil. Now you can mix this in with your sausage, you can do whatever you want, but what I'm gonna do is in layers on my dish. Alright, burner is off. Start for a little bit. Oven is preheated to 350. That blue pot I got, that is who's that by? The dark blue one I got off of Amazon. It's not like a name brand. It's what is it? Nope, it doesn't even have a name on it for a name brand. I got it off of Amazon. I needed that for my sourdough bread. The light blue one is Gotham Steel. I really like my Gotham Steel pans. Now, to start, you're going to need 1 can of biscuits. Make sure they're flaky biscuits. You want the flaky kind. And this is like this is Walmart's version, and I'm using butter flavored ones. You can use just the plain ones if you want. And it's the grams. You want the big can with 8 biscuits in it. Let's see, where are you? If you guys are startled easy, you may want to not hear it. Oh, you got a non-popper. There we go. Whack it a few times on your counter if you have to open it. And then I take cutting shears and I cut them into fourths. And I put them in a 9x13 casserole dish. And you just scatter them around throughout the dish. By the way, spray your pan. Easy cleanup. Spray your pan for easy cleanup. Be careful your fingers. I hate the ones that you even whack and they don't want to open, and you gotta like take a spoon or take a knife and go into them. So I'm cutting a whole can of biscuits, that's 8 of them, a can of flaky biscuits. We tried doing, because the recipe that I followed was off of somebody on TikTok, and she did like 2 cans, and I think that's way too many. There goes the nose. Always when I'm cooking. Because they will expand in here. You'll see they'll get huge when they bake. All right. That's what she said? Okay. That's what I said. I have a garbage down here, by the way. It's in my island. Alright, so you got your biscuits all cut up in there. Then you're going to do your eggs. Now, this is going to make a mess. I always make a mess with eggs. And you want about 6 eggs for this dish we found. Use whatever eggs you want to use. I like the brown eggs. They may come out orange in my cup, though. Lately, I've been getting orange yolks. No, we're yellow. We're good. I can't count. Hi, Eliana. Welcome in. Oh, I got shell. Going to fish it out. That egg just fell apart in there. If you get shell, it's just extra crunch. I got it though. So this is basically your scrambled egg portion of your dish. Hi Carla. Welcome in. So you season your eggs the way you want to season them for it. Well, no. I put a little milk in my scrambled eggs, so if you like that, do that. Or you can put heavy whipping cream, whatever you want to do for your scrambled egg portion. And a little sea salt. A little pepper. bad seasoning always makes me cough. But it's so good. Then you just scramble your eggs up. Very. Gotta be. Although he might be watching. Alright, so I wanted to try something different. I always put the eggs down on top of these biscuits, but I didn't like how that comes out. So I'm going to try doing the gravy. Where are you, Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Where are you? And we're going to just kind of assemble it. So I'm going to pour gravy on my bottom layer a little bit. Kind of try to keep it from the eggs cooking on the bottom of the glass, I guess. Not all of your gravy, just a little bit. Then I'm going to just pour the eggs in on top of that. Then we're going to put a little cheese in. We're going to do, I'm doing leftover mozzarella cheese that I have from pizzas. Gotta use it. It ain't a Wisconsin dish unless you put cheese in it. And then I'm going to take that sausage that we made and I'm going to put that down. Then I got bacon. Then we're gonna use my handy dandy scissors and cut up bacon all around it. Never fails it. My nose wants to do what it wants to do when I'm on a live. Because as soon as I get off here, my nose don't want to do that. I just do salt and pepper and a little bit of that guy named Tony. That's what I said, yes. You don't have to add Tony's to it, but I do because I like it. Hi, Salvador. Welcome in. I don't want to snip my fingers, so I'll look up in a second. Otherwise, this will be a dish that's really, truly me. And I'm just cutting up the bacon all around it in here. I think that's good. My son can munch on what's left. Now we're gonna go in with more cheese. This time I'm using Kobe Jack cheese. So I got 2 different kinds of cheeses in here. And the last of the gravy. We're gonna put the last of the gravy in. And it's not gonna go around all smooth. It's okay that it's random and sporadic. Let's get a rubber spatula. Last ingredient. Hash brown, the like crowns. Yes, gravy, gravy, gravy. And then I just put them on like a tater tot casserole. Driving and listening, be careful. Of course, we tell everybody that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Although I have OCD, so we're doing some lines. Yes, yes. More cheese. You can eliminate it. You can put what you want in it too. Now, I don't cover this in the oven. I just put it in there. And it goes about 30 to 40 minutes. I kind of watch it and check it to make sure like the biscuits are done and the tater tots are done. Yes, it's a breakfast casserole. It's one of my husband's favorite things to have for dinner. One of them. And then tomorrow I'm not going to cook. I'm going to actually have leftovers because we got that chicken with rice. We'll have leftovers of this. Yes, gravy, sausage, bacon, peppers and onions, eggs, biscuits, and now, what do they call them? Crowns, crispy crowns. I wash my hands. Those things make your hands greasy. And then that's what it looks like, layered. And then I'm going to put this in my preheated oven at 350 for about 30 to 40 minutes. And I'll keep you guys in here as it's cooking and when I pull it out so you can see it when it's done. So now she's off to her eternal resting place for a moment. Set a timer because I always forget to do that. There, timer is set. And then I just clean up my mess. My cram cabinet, I cram everything in there. You won't have to cook for days. For sure. It's a lot of leftovers, but my husband will eat on that casserole morning, noon, and night. So I'm sure that casserole will be gone sometime by tomorrow with him. And I'll probably eat the leftover chicken and rice that I made. The kids are to go back to school tomorrow. I was kind of hoping they were going to cancel because it's still going to be like minus 25 degrees in the morning. And they make the kids here wait outside until it's time to go in. Alright, so I am pretty much so cleaned up in here. I just got dishes to do. I'll do them before bed. Oh, nice. Good on cold days, I bet. Oh, yeah. I do a lot of, in the summer, I do a lot of crock pot cooking. I don't want to heat up my house in here because the AC is not the greatest. Now I'm putting towels on my stand so you guys can see it when it comes out the oven. I don't want to melt my new stand. I was hoping they would cancel, but there's nothing yet. And I think they took off the advisory for it. So, but they're also saying we're supposed to get another 1 to 3 inches overnight. I'm tired of shoveling it. I'm tired of salting. I'm tired of winter already. I want spring or fall. That's the best time. It's comfortable. It's not too hot. And I shouldn't really complain because, like I said in a live before, before my son was born, we were down in Tennessee. We lived there for like, I think almost a year. And when we were down there, they got an ice storm and a snowstorm. We were trapped for like a week in our trailer that we lived in down there. And we lived in the hills, and well, not in the hills, in the hollers, and you had to climb out to get anywhere. Nearest store was like half hour away. I don't think anybody's heard of Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee, because that's where we were. Well, one person knows. One person knew where it was, but they're not here. I don't see them in the live, so I'm not going to call them out. But yeah, my whole back hurts from that. We took all our groceries and put them in big cater bags and brought them in that way because it was so cold outside. We had to get it done quick. Yeah, Tennessee shuts down when it snows or anything to that nature. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take care of my nose real quick.
Make sure to go to this little Twitter icon. Go ahead and click it and put these codes for free double X.
Alright guys, watch how fast it takes character level 50 in about 30 seconds here. Now this is an awesome glitch that just makes the game so much more fun. So I'm actually going to do this for 2 characters right now. This guy and myself, and then boom, there we go. We're both level 50 now. We have to complete the start of the game as well. Here's real quick guys. And yes, I've been helping people out today.
Or no. No. No, I'm not picking you up. You bit me. Lisa, I was gonna try to bring Yoshi out, but he's not having it right now. He tried to bite my hand instead of going and stepping up. So I'll try in a little bit. He's being snippy. So that will bake, and when it bakes, those biscuits on the bottom will grow, as I call it. Yeah, he was being naughty. I'm surprised because usually he's anxious to come out of the cage. So I'll try in a little bit. It might have been the angle because usually he'll come to the front of the cage when I take him out, and I went in towards the back at him. He might not like that. So I'll go and try one more time. Here we go. We're going into an environment you're not used to. Yes, yes, yes. Say hi. Say hi. It's a baby. Yoshi baby. He's talking. Yeah. Go baby. Don't poop on my toe. Oh. Well, I guess that's where he's gonna sit. Just don't poop on my head. He's not used to being in the kitchen. It's a new place for him. He's gonna chew my hair. I don't think I've ever heard him talk like that. You're so good baby, huh? Yoshi baby. You stay away from my eyebrow. It's good baby. Hi. Say hi. Hi Kaylee, welcome in. There's my little parrot. I'm sure I'm gonna have bird dew in my hair. I gotta be careful because he's known to go around and get my eyebrow. And that don't feel good. And I don't want to scream on a live. I'm making a breakfast casserole. It's got biscuits, eggs, gravy, sausage, bacon, peppers and onions, and little like the Burger King crowns on top. You're gonna tear that headband up, aren't you? As long as it ain't my head you're chewing on. He's a sassy little bird. Hi, Mel. Welcome in. I gotta get used to the @ symbols. Sometimes I don't recognize them very well. I'm gonna go try to get him off my head here. Come on, Steven. I need your help. He's acting off. There, I got him. I got him. It's just he's. Can you stay out here with him? He's on the cage. Please. Step up. Step up. No, 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 no. Step up. Step up.
I'm running.
Yoshi, step up. Step up, Yoshi. Yoshi. Step up. Step up. Yep. No, no! Steven! You're not going out here like I asked you to when he's having an issue. Come on.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I got him. He was scared.
Okay.
And you won't come out here and sit with him, and I'm
Yeah.
not alive.
What blindfold?
He's in the cage now. Sorry, he got scared. It doesn't help that my other animals will surround him when I go to try to put him back in the cage. No, he's in the cage now. I wanted you to sit out there because I couldn't get him in the cage. But he started flying around, so then he got overwhelmed. I stopped clipping his wings because the other animals. I didn't want the other animals to get him. It was his way. I felt it's his way to fly away from them if he could. And sometimes he gets startled and he'll just fly. But he's good. Yeah, he says a lot of words, and he does say some naughty sentences too. And it wasn't by teaching him, it was by him listening and mimicking. Because I always go around the house as I clean and say, "God damn it." So he started saying, "God damn it." Yeah, my cat has gotten him once, but not like where he's got him. He pounced on him, and I was able to startle the cat away. I try to basically stay around the bird when I have him out of the cage. I do want to get a special aviary room for him when we get the house. Hi, Tax. Welcome in. No tacos. We're having breakfast casserole. Lots of laughs. I know that's my nickname. I got a really good cage too, and it's funny because like Yoshi will sit at the bottom of the cage and he's got this like ball thing that he can pick out stuff out of, and he will actually pick it up and throw it at a cat that's near the cage, like teasing him. I didn't get poop in my hair, so we're good. They poop like every 15 minutes. Their cages are fun to maintain. And Yoshi was an expensive bird. It was not. We got him from a pet store that was way overcharging for him. I could have got a bird like him cheaper, but I'm happy with Yoshi. I rescued him from the pet store. No fish. I did have a goldfish in 2022. My son went to a birthday party and they were giving them out as like gifts. And that poor goldfish, dude. Nobody knew how to clean the cage. Nobody knew how to take care of it properly. Or the fish tank, and he eventually ended up swimming off into the deep blue. My husband will tell you he'd want a fish tank, but we're not doing that. No more animals in the house. It was a different type of party. They had water like bouncy slides outside, and they had the road blocked off because it was down one of the streets by the school. And they were giving goldfish away as prizes to all the kids. It was different. It was in the middle of June, and it was very, very hot. So that poor goldfish, I'm surprised he didn't boil that day. But to be honest, that goldfish lived almost a year. But yeah, goldfish aren't really meant to live very long anyway. At least I don't think so. But he lived like a whole year. We had a bathroom funeral. My son and me and my husband had to say the goodbyes. And my son understood that goldfish don't live very long. This arm is still numb from that surgery, like right in here. Like you can see I'm leaning on it and I indented it and I don't feel that. But I was told it could take a year, it could take a couple years before any feeling will come back in it. And when it does, it's going to feel really weird when it does. I know, I'm hungry too. It smells good. If we had smell-o-vision on here, that would be great. This is a one you can peek on. You don't have to worry about. And pretty much so everything is cooked in it. You're just trying to cook the hash browns on top. You want the hash browns to get crispy on top and you want the eggs to get cooked. And I have not found yet, I think I might start trying to scramble the eggs and put them in there scrambled. Because sometimes if they get on the bottom of the glass, it can cook a little too much for me and I don't like it. That's why I tried putting gravy down first. I was thinking maybe that would help. If that don't work, then next time I make it, I'm going to just scramble the eggs. Okay, we got question marks. Question marks. Oh, no question, just question marks. Poor fishy. I'm gonna sleep like a rock tonight. Did a cardio today, going up and down stairs with heavy bags of groceries, shoveling sidewalks. Yeah. Plus, I was out in the cold helping the Walmart person put the groceries in my van because I was like, I felt bad because it's so cold outside. No DoorDash today. The roads were terrible. I wasn't about to go out on it. Especially when we went to the grocery store, it was still bad. But I only had to go because I needed stuff for my son's school lunches. I might be able to make pretzel dough tonight. My sourdough starter's almost ready for me to make pretzel dough. I saw the roads on Glitch in Michigan and they were looking terrifying. Well, it wasn't as bad as MD's roads last night, but it was enough where there was just like tire pass and the roads were kind of wet, and with it being minus 25 out, it was kind of slick a little bit. And Michigan got their snow after us, so if he's and like we get hit before they get hit. Ooh. We had a pretty significant pile up last week. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday. It was like it was 40 degrees and then it went into the freezing temps with snow. So the grounds were wet and it froze. It was like a sheet of ice. The whole road was ice, and then there was a light layer of snow over the top of it. And on the way to the school, there's this big, massive, like, hill that a bridge goes over the river, and there's a hill on the other side of it. And people were trying to climb that hill that couldn't make it. Like, Mad Dasher was, like, worried he was going to slide backwards. And a bunch of cars just slid back into each other. There was like eight or nine cars, and one was a city bus. I was terrified when I got to the school. I ended up dashing that day, though. Yeah, that's how it's been here. And I think last night we got about an inch. Maybe a little less. But then it's also blowing. All the snow that came down was blowing and drifting into the roads. 10 minutes yet. It was still snowing that I saw. I don't know if it is right now or not. I don't see anything building up on the ground yet. Steven,
Yeah.
can you look on the Ring camera and see if it's snowing? I don't know when it's supposed to start here. It said overnight at some point. Not yet. It's not snowing here yet. My son's been playing video games and watching YouTube stuff all day long. And then after we're done eating, I gotta get him in and get him showered for school tomorrow. because he ain't taking no shower in the morning because I ain't having his hair freeze.
What if it's a level 100 in the forge?
For some odd reason, he doesn't want his hair cut, so he's letting his hair grow long.
Alright, so today on the Forge, I'm going to be showing you the best way to level up side of this game. So, as a quick note, I'm going to be showing you for both sections, so I will be going
He's
over
playing. What's that Doom game you got, Michael? What's the Doom game called you got?
Doom the Dark Ages.
He's been playing Doom the Dark Ages.
In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 quests inside of the Forge that are going to make you guys rich.
He got it for a Christmas gift from his uncle. And that and Roblox. I'm not a big fan of the Roblox. That stuff drives me insane.
In this video, I'm going to show you a few secret quests you can make a lot of money from, but also XP, of course. Some are more easier than others, and the last quest
8 minutes, and I'm gonna check it.
but it'll give some good rewards. Let's start out
You want to
with
make sure the
this
biscuits are
quest.
cooked
You
through.
have to be in World 2 for this quest. If you don't have World 2, I also got some quests in World.
Did you guys ever see my Bengal cat?
Let's start with World
See if
2.
he'll let me.
Go to the harbor.
Oh, big boy. That's my Bengal.
Across this island. When you're at this island,
This is
you'll
Noah.
notice there is a monkey right
He's a
here.
big boy.
Monkey that's stranded. This monkey has a mission. If you click E on him, you'll see that the monkey wants exactly 30 bananas, and he will give you 20,000
Biscuits by the microwave.
and a bunch of
No,
extra
no biscuits
Such
by the
is
microwave.
mission.
That's Tony's.
You have accepted the quest. Simply go into the portal and we'll head to World 1. Let's head over to
I went grocery shopping and I asked for 5 bananas.
on your
Look at the size of these bananas.
And to get these bananas, you simply just have to mine rocks. You can also mine these, I'm pretty sure, but I would probably go for the rocks.
These bananas are huge.
There we go. But for me, of course, it's a bit easier because I do have a good pickaxe. At this point, you probably also have a good pickaxe, so it should be fine. But mine these.
I think I can make 1 loaf of bread with one banana on that.
Here, as you can see, uranium gear like I got, so you have poison on your gear, is very useful.
He's not wild. He's actually pretty mellow. He's a fat cat. He lays around all day. He eats, he lays around. I gotta get one of those cat things. It's like a ring and they run around in it.
I got 2, and it took me literally 30 seconds. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, that's how you do that.
Yeah, they should. And it's not, the fruit flies dissipated. I was getting fruit flies there for a little while.
World 1 is world.
So they're gone, so I can actually have my bananas out to ripen on the counter.
But it's also for all players that simply didn't do the quest. You have to talk with the bot guy right here, and he will tell you that you need to find his.
He's a good boy. The only thing I got with him is like, he'll sit at the end of the hallway, and my other cat, he'll keep her in the back hallway.
And right here,
He won't let her through.
go into this. I don't know what this is.
He's
right?
territorial.
And then you will notice there is like a little pathway down to the hole.
But she manages to get out. She'll run out.
Right here, there should be a guitar you can pick up, and this person does nothing, but you can still talk with him just to be sure, and then head up and complete the mission. And that is basically a little.
And he's a mix. He's not full Bengal. He's a partial Bengal. I got him from the Humane Society.
And this key, you can
They said he was a mix.
very good pickaxe. Basically, press this button, and of course, I'm not showing the perfect pathway to this little cave with a pig. Can you guys leave me alone? Jeez, I'm trying to make a video. That's right here. So right here, there'll be some prison bars, a lock you can unlock with the key you just got. You just have to head far into the.
Did I say hi, Charles? I probably didn't, but I've been talking to you in here.
Basically, most people call it the best pickaxe in the game.
Mm.
It's kind of true because it does have a mine speed.
My friend's Bengal, he's more sleek and slender, and he's a purebred Bengal.
It's as good, but I would actually say this pickaxe is not as good as this pickaxe.
But she also feeds him chicken, and my cat's strictly cat food stuff. I'm not giving him like real meat. But when like I'm eating, he'll come up to my chair and he'll try to fight me over some chicken or fish.
I missed out, and I refuse to pay this amount of money for a pickaxe that's only slightly better than the one I have right now. Anyway, let's
Yeah, I don't think I said hi, but I've been talking to you.
You have to stay in World 1, the world we're in right now, but it does actually have to do with the World 2. This one is quite hard. I won't lie to you, this is a very hard mission, but it's possible to do, and you will get some money and XP. You'll basically talk to this guy right here, and he will have a mission where you have to find this specific cat right here. And to find this cat, you have to head over to World 2.
Was I talking to myself? I do that quite a bit. And I also answer myself too.
Actually, while we're waiting, I can show you a little secret. The summer you made.
Gotta make sure I'm doing the right thing, so gotta punish myself and talk to myself.
And then slide into the corner.
He came in when you were at the stove cooking. Ah.
And all the way down here, you can find lucky blocks. This is indeed a secret. If you mine them, it takes a long time. It has 10,000.
I'm also trying to read the comments too. I don't like to read them all off, but I read some of them.
Cost is free. But yeah, that's for a different video. But a little fun Easter egg secret. Let's head over to World 2. Now in World 2, let's head over to the Goblin King.
We're going to start packing in February too. We're going to start minimizing everything we got in our house. Stuff that we're not using will go in a box. Or not needing to be here until we get a house.
This cave is good for getting materials like these right here. Let me go down like these, and especially this one. This one is quite good. But
I got boxes still in our spare bedroom here from when we moved in this house that we wanted to go through before we got the house too. So we're gonna probably go through that and break that down and use those boxes to pack up the stuff we're currently using. Because there's a when we moved into the other house that we were gonna get, people helped me pack, and they were just throwing everything in boxes, just random things in boxes. They were throwing garbage in boxes. Garbage, when I mean by garbage, is like broken toys, pillows. I found a box that had 2 old pillows in it.
this specific person, again, extremely good XP and money, but it is a little bit harder. Right now, I don't have any.
No, it doesn't. I don't need it, but I still want to go through it because they mixed a lot of like sentimental things that I have from my dad in with stuff, so I just want to make sure that's not going to get tossed out. I just don't want to take a box and throw it.
Up to the top of the mountain, and right here we have a person that actually has multiple quests that stay, I believe. But yeah, you use a quest with this guy and you get some XP and money. There's also this guy right here who will also give you some XP and money. This is like a one-time mission. If you head this way right here, you're going up to this stone and here you jump right. There's of course also this person where you get this pickaxe, by the way. Pickaxe does have a lot less luck. It does have more damage and only 2.
Okay, so she is done. There she is.
I'm already doing a quest with this person, and he will continue having quests, by the way, but only one. So it's a really
Getting out the fine china. I'm getting a bowl today.
if you do all these quests, you should make a lot of money and a lot of XP. But actually, one of the best methods to just get XP is by killing monsters. Like, it's that simple, and also for money. Because when you kill monsters and you get some good essence, right here, you can see it right here. These essence are
That's what
quite a bit. You
she
can see
looks like.
all these of my
I just don't want to burn myself on the glass dish.
There's 14,000. You can farm probably 200 of these in just 1 hour.
Yeah, there's cheese in there.
So each 2 hours, I
See,
can
there's
easily make
cheese
up
bowl.
to 50K or so. So simply kill monsters, especially in this zone down here. But the harder monsters is
Oh, good.
Let me just kill one. This is a Reaper. You'll have trouble with that one if you're not
Cheese
strong.
bowl.
We got a Drain Edge. There we go. Yeah, these monsters will give you a lot of XP. You have
I had it at 350. I kind of upped it a little bit at the last minute to 400 to try to get the hash browns really crispy. Yep, it's done. Doesn't take long for eggs to cook in there. So good.
If you guys are a new player or even just a mid-game player, these quests are going to help you guys progress through this game just
Steven, you want to play?
If you guys are struggling to get into the arcade pickaxe, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. And even if you aren't, make sure you listen to the end. And maybe here you might find a station that is. As always, like and subscribe to be a part of the OG 400k family. We're trying to get to 400k subscribers, and we are so close. If you guys want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, let's just get into this. So before we even start with this video, I recommend you guys to come over to Island 2. So go ahead, get to level 10, and make your way over to Island 2.
There's cheese. You want a bigger piece?
Yeah.
I'm getting cheese everywhere.
Yeah,
Pork.
you got gravy in here?
Yep, gravy's in there.
Okay.
I can watch them eat. Some people, they make me cringe and I can't. That's not so weird. Yeah. I don't like to eat in front of people though. I'm gonna store this in here so the dogs don't get it. Yes, that is exactly what it is. No, that's how my hair is. It was just yesterday I had it pulled up and it was it needed to be washed. My hair is naturally straight. It's long. It's really long. And when I brush it, it looks straight. Steven, Charles says hi to you and Michael. He says hi back. I want to cut mine down. Because when you're outside and that wind catches it and it gets in your eye, it's like a razor in your eye. But my husband doesn't want me to get it cut real short. Hi, Dean. Welcome in. Oh, awesome. I don't have bangs. My hair's all one length. I take it out. My hair is all one length. I don't like to curl my hair. I think if you had bangs, you would look like my mom. I haven't had bangs since I was in middle school. And that was when we used to wear our hair like way up to here. Yeah, and when you cook it, just make sure like you get the eggs cooked. That's the main thing. You want to make sure the eggs are cooked all the way through. It's easy. You may have to adjust your cooking time too. So I just kind of keep an eye on it, and when the eggs are set, then I pull it. And the hash browns. If you don't want to put the hash browns on top, I'm sure it would probably be less time. You probably could. They're about the same thickness as what the crowns are. The original recipe that I found, they didn't have that on there. I added that. You can tell I'm starting to lose weight in my face too now again. Nine by 13 pan, yes. If you want and you want to make a smaller portion, you can cut this stuff in half and use a smaller pan too. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, that's Lincoln. Oh, wait, well, no. That's Princess. Lincoln, come here. Come here, Lincoln. Lincoln. But he's wandering around back here. Yes, he's here. That's his tail there. It's the old lady. Yeah, I'm glad she's doing better. She gave me a scare. She gave me a bad scare. I was all planning her funeral. I was planning for people to come over and see her before she was going to pass. And I was right on my instinct. She was constipated. So that had a lot to do with what was going on with her. And because she's a poodle mix, their fur, if they're, I call it poopy butt. If they get poopy butt and you don't pay attention, it will halt them from going to the bathroom. So I had to clean her up, and I kept giving her water, and she finally started perking up a little bit. Now they're just them normal selves. They're sitting down here wanting some food. It's scary. It's scary to see them like that. They think they're getting people food and they're not. I tried. She would not touch the pumpkin. I even tried rubbing it on her mouth. She didn't want to have nothing to do with the pumpkin. I even put it in the dog dish, thinking maybe she'll eat it if I walked away, and she didn't even want to touch it. So I was taking water and kind of forcing it in her mouth, and she finally drank the water. They don't like it. I tried, they won't touch it. because I was even looking that up on the Google search. I'm like, oh, I got canned pumpkin puree. I'm like, that'll work. And I opened up the can. I trying to put it in her mouth. She was refusing. She didn't want it. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that stuff. You told me about a food. She's also got this thing with her esophagus. She'll cough until she yaks. They say it's like it's common with the smaller dogs as they get older that their esophagus doesn't stay open. So she's basically coughing to open her esophagus. I'm not sure on the Miralax either. I was reading something on celiac husk they can have, but you have to give it to them little bits at a time. Yeah, and it's quite frequent with her, especially early in the morning, and when she gets up from napping, all the time it happens. Yep, they were saying that I can introduce that, but it would have to be small amounts. So I got to talk to the vet and see how much I can offer her. Okay, I'll check into that. I was supposed to take a picture of my plate. I'll just make up a plate and take a picture later. It wants to, I gotta keep track of everything I eat. Went and bought those Quest chips. I had the taco one. I wasn't a big fan of it. One of my cats has prescription digestive food and ended up in the ER again. Ooh. They keep raising the price. Ooh. Yeah, everything's so expensive, especially the special foods and stuff. My mom's cat had crystals and she had to buy special food and stuff for her cat. Yeah, they are. Unbelievably expensive for how many you get in the bag. But it has 19 grams of protein, so that little bit should fill you up. Royal Canine? Okay. I'm good. But Royal Canine has digestive food that is not prescription for dogs also. Okay. I won't buy food at the vet. If I go anywhere, I go to like the pet store, the big pet stores where they got all different kinds of brands. And if she gets too rough, I'll boil chicken and some vegetables down for her. I used to buy the Quest shake powder. That one quick. They raised the price too high. Yeah. I'm supposed to eat a lot more protein, but it makes my gallbladder flare up. I used to get my gallbladder taken out. Yeah, I gotta eat high protein and a high fiber diet. Because if you don't get enough fiber in with the protein, it will do a bad number on you. So you gotta make sure your fiber, you get at least 20 grams of fiber with the protein you're getting. So that's why I gotta take pictures of everything I eat. And I have one protein drink every morning, but I'm gonna try to switch that out for, because they say it's better to have edible protein. So I got protein oats, and I'm gonna make that what do you call that? Where you overnight oats. I'm gonna make some protein overnight oats. I'm gonna try that instead of eating the shakes. I order. Okay. From Chewy. Okay. I know I've gotten a lot of things off of Chewy for them. She was at one point, Princess was on an antibiotic, and she was on a was it Malak? I can't remember what it was for pain. And I was getting it from the vet, and they would send the script to Chewy. Because it was cheaper for me to get her medicine through Chewy than through the vet. I've been trying to do peanut butter and eggs. Let's see. I bought, not everybody will like it, they're dates. And you cut them in half, and you put peanut butter in them. And you melt down some chocolate and dip them in chocolate, and you can have like a date or two a day. That's a good fiber protein snack. I can't eat a date by itself though. Ugh. Okay. I know lentils, or no, that's protein. That's fiber. I'm talking about my fiber end, because I've been trying to increase that so much. I've been watching more on the fiber. What's the other one? I have pouches of tuna. I'll show you. But not everybody likes tuna. So I get these they got 13 grams of protein, and then I get cottage cheese, and I eat those as a lunch. All right, bye Lisa. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in and keeping me occupied. I don't know how many carbs are in this. 3 carbs. But yeah, I get those Star-Kissed. I keep them in my fridge so that way they're cold. And I'll eat that, and I'll have some cottage cheese. That's a good protein. What's that? Oh yeah, that's done now. But thanks for using my oven mitt as your... Well, I gotta wash it now. Just, yeah. Oh, okay. The boss is live. He's actually stepping out and going back out in it. He needs to get himself some new tires some chains on the tires. Or a different vehicle. Alright guys, I am gonna hop off here too because I got to get my son in the shower and get him ready for school and stuff tomorrow, since I don't think they're gonna call it off. And if they do, they won't call it off till 5 a.m. So I will see you guys next time I go live. I'm probably not gonna go live tomorrow because we're just gonna eat leftovers. So next time I go live and cook, I'll put a post up. So alright guys, thank you for coming in into my little world here. I'll do some more videos for you guys. And so I will be around later. It's been real. Thanks. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you guys can get notifications when I go live again. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. Night, Charles. See you around. Bye, everybody.